Hello, everybody. Welcome to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at the news station. I'm Justin Ferrer, aka the Sportsmaster, and now a word from our sponsor. This segment of 4 Deep Sports Talk is made possible by the generous support of Diesel Direct. Diesel Direct, the national fuel resource in 46 states, boosts a fleet of over 900 fuel delivery trucks. 4 Deep Sports Talk would like to congratulate Diesel Direct on its 25th year anniversary. Thank you, Diesel Direct, for your unwavering support, helping us provide a platform for high school and youth athletes in southeastern Massachusetts.
All right, keep on going.
Okay.
Go right into your question.
Well, first of all, say who's here as well.
That's true. No, you should. I don't know why. I don't know why you were looking at me, but yes, you're correct. All right, go ahead. No, you can.
Okay.
You can introduce everybody. You want to tell us
right.
who's in the studio?
Yes, we are with the Foxborough State Champs girls basketball.
You're the man. And we have Erin. Izzy? Mm-hmm. See, I got it right. And Cameron and Coach Downs. Coach Downs won our basketball Coach of the Year last year. That was a good time last time.
That was a lot of fun.
And she did it again. Brought her team. Well, of course, like every other good coach, she'll say it's the players. I just point them in the right direction. 19-2, I think you guys finished overall, right?
Yeah.
Was that right?
I think we had like 24.
Yes.
Oh,
24?
I think we had 24 and 2.
Okay. Just slide that mic right over to you. Yep.
Talk
Yeah.
right into the mic.
Yep. Go. And then you can pull it right towards you. You won't break it, I swear to God.
There you go.
Oh, now you broke it. No, I'm only kidding. Just so I can hear you better, you know what I mean? So you don't sound so distant. And then you two guys can share that mic. Okay, cool. So they have you listed here, and I'm going by the Ever Faithful, which I'm not a fan of. I think I told you that before, Coach. The MIA. Now I'm doing the wrong thing. The MIAA. They have you guys listed as, I think it was. I know you were number one in the pool.
We were.
You were number one, but I just had it here a minute ago. I look like a bad accountant right now. And I thought it was 19-2. They had
That
you
was
guys
our
going.
regular season?
Yeah,
Yes,
yep.
yeah.
And
And
then
then
you guys
overall, we were
yep.
24 and 2.
Right, because you rolled over everybody.
Yep.
So Justin, go ahead, my friend. Now, we actually have a
Got a
call.
call.
We have a call?
Right.
Already.
Wow.
Uh-oh, I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. Hi, you're first on 4 Deep Sports Talk. You get these girls nervous, so be gentle. What, you got a question? Hi.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, they can hear me now?
Oh, yeah, they can hear you.
All right, great. Hi, my name is Naomi, and
Hi, Naomi.
oh, hey, what's up? So, what are these type of questions? What questions do I ask?
You can ask whatever you want.
All right, cool. All right, so, I was wondering, how was your basketball season at Foxborough? I heard y'all won the championship.
Yes, this is one of our fellow teammates, so
Nice.
she knows we won the state championship. But yes, we did.
Just curious.
This is Naomi, who was one of our few freshmen that we got to enjoy having as part of our team this year.
Oh, nice. So she's a very good player for a freshman player.
Yes, yeah, we had 3 freshmen on the team this year.
Nice. And we'll get into that more. Well, thank you for the call.
Of course.
Thanks,
Take it
Naomi.
All right, have a great weekend.
easy. You too.
All right, bye-bye. She was more nervous than you guys were.
And she's never nervous.
Oh, yeah, she was. I thought we had another call for a minute. All right, Jay, go right into that question. I'm sorry.
Okay. Where do you go from being state champions?
I think from being state champions, especially our junior year, we got to feel like how great the feeling really was. So I think this season we really learned how hard you have to work when you want something. So I know going into college, I think I'll take that with me as just a life lesson. So, yeah.
What about the rest of you guys? Pull that right towards you, I think. Oh, just get closer. I'm sorry.
I mean, I really enjoy winning, so I just want to keep up that spirit. I keep that winning spirit, keep that warrior spirit, and yeah, I agree with Izzy. I think I'll carry that with me to college.
And where are you going again?
Rider University in New Jersey.
Nice.
Yes, I agree with both of them. It's a great feeling, especially winning it 2 years in a row. It just gives us a lot of gratitude for Foxborough and the teams we've played on to know we're very successful, and a lot of life lessons have come out of it for us to go to college with.
We know where Coach is going, so we don't have to ask her that question. She's staying right where she's going to be.
Staying right here for a little while longer.
So go to your next question. I'm sorry.
Okay. Which team is the biggest challenge?
I think our biggest challenge overall was
was it Virginia?
Oh,
True.
we went to
Cathedral Prep.
Florida, and we played. Go ahead, Cam.
Cathedral Prep. They were a really good team. They had a few like Division I players, and yeah, I think they're really talented. We played Wachusett, and they were a talented team. They had a D1 player, and then in the league, it was like not that.
Wasn't as competitive this season as it has been in previous seasons. But the girls did well. It's not like they were able to just show up and win.
Right.
So some teams gave them a little bit more competition. Oliver Ames is always one that's, you never know how that game's going to play out, but the girls did really well. And Franklin in the past has been a really strong competitor that we were able to.
Yeah, that
beat
Hockomock
this year.
is unbelievably tough at times, right?
Yeah.
So with that, you guys led me into my next stat, so this worked out really well. So like you guys said, I actually found my stat. Overall, 25-2 with a 0.93 winning percentage, 16-0 in the league, 15-1 at home, 10-0 away. I don't know why I said neutral. Points for 1,935. They had a 6-game winning streak at one time. This is off Max Prep. Now now who they play? They started on the 12th. They beat Milford by 37 points, 66-29.
Wow.
Mansfield 18 points, 65-47. Franklin by 17, 60-43. Then Blackburg, they beat them by 37, 74-37. Continuing on, I'll just run through this, and people will be seeing the graph later. Corbin, where's Corbin? Where are they at?
Kentucky.
Wow. They beat them by 3, 70-67. Beat Sharon by 50, 76. 26, King Philip by 36, 67-31. Stoughton by 41, 81-40. Attleboro 67-43, beat them by 24. Beat Canton by 40, 70-30. Beat North Attleboro by 45. They probably won't like to hear that right now. 90-45. All of the Rangers are probably the closest competition. I think there was another one, was Mansfield as well. That was 10-point win. Beat Taunton by 24, Mansfield by 9. Like the coach just mentioned, 50-41. Went back to Sharon and beat them by 43, 74-31. Finishing up, beat Stoughton by 48, 96-48. Canton by 47. All the Rangers by 24. Bridgewater Raynham by 40. And then we talked a little bit about the Wachusett team. That was a tough team. Bellingham got back in the winning streak, beating them by 38. Then they got into that was actually the beginning of the playoff run. I actually was smart and highlighted, so I knew where I was at. As far as the playoffs go, Bellingham beat them 57-37 by 38. Wilmington, and they were ranked 17th going into that game, beat them by 62, 95-33. Pentucket Regional beat them by 30 in that would be the quarterfinals or the Sweet 16 by 30. Elite 8, St. Mary's they were ranked number 5, beat them by 31. That was actually the Final Four. And then won the state championship 66-43 by the number 2 Norwell Clippers team. So my question is, what were you guys worried about going into that final game against Norwell? Because the Clippers usually play really well out of the South Shore League. They're usually a pretty good team. I mean, they're not a bad team. They made it to the final. They made it to the finals. But what was your mindset going into that final game?
We hadn't known really anything about Norwell, like nothing about that team. So I feel like the only thing we were nervous about was just the different aspects of the game that we could be seeing from them, since we had never played these teams in Division III before. So we really just did not know much about them. We saw film, we saw highlights, but we didn't know how they played as a team since we've never played them before. So that was the only nerve-wracking thing.
What about you personally, though, when you're lacing them up? Because coach can only give you so much, pep talk, and of course he believes in you. You wouldn't be wearing the uniform and being in the position you were if you were, which you already know.
Yeah.
But personally, how was your mindset? How did you set your mindset going into the game?
I think the most nerve-wracking thing for me personally, I always get nervous around big crowds. So throughout playoffs, and we played at UMass Lowell last year, so I wasn't nervous about the court. I've already played there, anything like that. But the only thing was probably the crowd and just being there again, knowing it was my last game playing basketball. So just normal nerves for me.
That must have been pretty cool. So, that blue and gold out there, blue, gold, and white.
Yes.
What about you, Izzy?
For me, the most nerve-wracking thing was, especially winning our junior year, I was afraid that, I really trust my team, and I, had, a lot of confidence, but I was afraid that we wouldn't win and we'd have to go home, and losing my last, career game playing basketball, so I was pretty nervous about that.
Any different preparations you did personally to get ready?
No, I always do the same preparations.
And what's that?
I eat the same things. I go home, I drink like a coffee or an energy drink. I get the same snacks, and fun fact, for every state championship game, I had these brand new pair of socks I've never worn before, so I wore those for the game.
Oh, you're not like the boys. You don't wear like the same socks for
No,
like 3
brand
weeks?
new pair. Yeah.
Very white.
Yes.
How about you, young lady?
Nerves, I think also I can agree, like, you know, you've never played them before, you don't really know what to expect, especially in like playoffs, like anybody could come out and win and do well. But I think for preparation, like just not letting the other team do what they wanted to do, they had a few talented players, so I think just like limiting them, like, it helped us out in the end. So.
Right. And how about your preparation? How'd you get ready?
I'm not as superstitious as Coach Downs in them, but
You just went with the flow?
yeah.
Well, it's a basketball game. It's only for the state title.
Yeah. I think what really helped us this year was that these girls have, like they said, they've been there before, so we had the advantage of being a little bit more relaxed than Norwell or probably any team would have been in that, facing us. And having been the number 1 seed the entire season, it gives you a little bit of swagger that you don't normally have. But with that also comes the target on your back, which you have to be careful to not be overly confident. But I think especially with girls, just having that little bit of knowledge that you were there for a reason, you've been number 1 since day 1, and I think that really helps you to walk a little taller.
When you were looking at the bracket, let's say the first round, was there anything that stood out to you as far as surprises as you guys were moving around, as far as teams moving on? Or
I think when I first saw the bracket, the thing that stuck out the most was that St. Mary's was on the opposite side of the bracket. It was on our side of the bracket, and I thought we wouldn't probably see them until the finals because they have won so many times in Division III. And, the Globe, the Herald, they all had like us and St. Mary's in the finals. And then when that pairings came out and saw that we were going to have to play them much earlier than anticipated, I think that was a little unsettling, to tell you the truth, because they also have those banners hanging in their gym that we have, and they're good. They were definitely younger than us, so I think that definitely helps. Maturity and senior leadership goes a long way in the playoffs. So I knew that facing them earlier, doesn't mean we're going to be necessarily facing a defeat. It just means that we had to really dig in and focus a little bit earlier than we maybe would have had they not been on the, in the finals against us.
all right, we are going to take our first break. When we come back, you can call us at 508-222-1320. We have the Massachusetts Division III girls state champions from Foxborough High School. Again, you can call us back when we come back at 508-222-1320. We'll be back with the girls and more right after this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 4D Sports Talk here at the news station 1320 AM Attleboro. All right, everybody. My next question is, what's the best part of being state champs?
I'd have to say that, kind of the respect you earn from people, especially, in the league. Our junior year, we really put ourselves, on the map and stuff. And, yeah, it's a lot of pressure, but it's also really cool to, have that and, know that, that confidence that you have. Also, I think the bragging rights in school, compared to other teams, and so, yeah. And all, the swag you get, so.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely say the respect level. After we won our junior year, every team that we played would be scared or nervous. They didn't want to play us, and that gave us the upper hand in every game for this year. And we just knew we would come back to Lowell and get the job done again. So it's just awesome having it as our senior year this year.
Yeah, I can agree, like, that kind of, like, we want to have that respect for ourselves, but, like, in years past, like, we didn't always agree with, like, the rankings in the preseason, so I think, like, coming back junior and senior year to, like, win it and, like, really prove that, like, we're meant to be here and, like, we're a really talented team.
Awesome. All right, we have a caller on the line. Caller, you're next on 4 Deep Sports Talk.
That's what it is.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Oh, y'all can hear me?
we can. Yes, sir.
Oh, how you doing? My name's Corey Green from Taunton. I was on that show like 9 years ago, which makes me feel old.
Oh, that's Corey. How are
Oh
you?
my gosh, I know.
Oh, how you doing, man? How you been, dog?
Good. How are you? Hey, we have the
Good.
Good to hear your voice. It took me a while. He actually was on the show when I had it back out in Taunton. So we have the girls' state champs. You got a question for him?
Yep. I have a question for Ms. Cameron Collins.
Okay.
So check this out. So since I said I was on the show 9 years ago, so if me and you, when I was in high school, played one-on-one a game to 11, what do you think the score is going to be?
That's a good question.
The score would be me winning and you losing. Same in high school, same as now, you know.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Yes.
Listen, you know what? You know what? I'm going to let her have this one because, you know, she's on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm going to let her be happy, you know, let her tell her little stories. You know, I ain't even got to defend myself today. But, you know, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, congrats on y'all. You know, it's cool.
She said, of course, she said something about spotting you 5 points. I don't know what she meant. She said something about spotting you 5 points. I'm not sure what she meant by that.
I don't know either, man. Delusion just runs strong out there, you know.
Corey, it's great to hear your voice.
Yeah, you too, man. I'll catch you. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you for calling.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
He works at Master Mirror. I train with him sometimes.
He is a great guy.
Yeah.
We had him on when he won the, there's another basketball award they give out for Dave Cowens out in the South Shore. And he won that 1 year. So we had him on when I was first starting this in Taunton. And he wasn't that outgoing when I first met him. He was very quiet, but he did all, like, he was the type of basketball player. He showed everything out in the court, which he probably bragged to you 1,000 times about.
He likes a little bit of trash talk.
Oh, yeah. But he wasn't like that. Comes from a great family, great person, good person. So, yeah, I used to try to bring them on. That's what got me the idea of doing our ceremony. Because I figured we reach out to all these towns. That's what initially got me going, 5 years ago. But so, yeah, good guy. That was a nice call. He almost caught you off guard, young lady. You know, he cried. I know one thing. It wasn't your tax attorney. I know that. That's all. All right, what's your next question, sir?
Okay, I've got, how many of you are continuing basketball?
I'm continuing basketball at Rider University next year.
Now, why that college? Just out of curiosity. So the people that are listening, the people that don't know, I don't know why you picked a college, but what appealed to you to that university?
I'd say, like, the team culture is, like, when I watch them play, I can just tell they get along and they like to be around each other, which is really important to me, especially when I was choosing a college. And also, like, the coaching is, like, I could see how their dynamic is. Like, even I take principles from Coach Downs and how she acts, and I could kind of see how that's, like, they're kind of the same way, and, like, they kind of have that same motto, how we were always saying we were always saying next play, and they kind of say heart and soul, and, you know, that, like, that kind of mantra. So.
Oh, nice. All right, so let us know now who came in second, third, and fourth place out of your picks. You must
I don't know if I want to throw shade at.
What's your major?
I'm in business right now. I think I'm going to start getting into business administration or maybe global supply chain.
Oh, nice. Now, what made you think of that career?
My sister is doing that also, and she really enjoys it. And I knew I wanted to do something in business, but also I want to shout out Erin's playing at the next level at Stonehill for soccer. So
Yeah, I'm
you are
soccer,
good.
not basketball.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
So we really can't throw those other schools under the bus. They don't know who you are.
They're all, you know, they're going to be kicking themselves when they see how she does in Ryder, that they weren't more aggressive with her.
I love that.
Because she would be an asset to any D1 anywhere.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, there are people, I'll say it, I don't know the schools are, they're pretty thick-headed.
Yep.
If they're not going to, I mean, last year, when Coach won the Player of the Year, we had Josh Campbell from a small school, Archbishop Williams. He stood out like a sore thumb in basketball. He could easily play Division II basketball, but he went to BSU. And the same thing like you went there, and I can just imagine. We'll just call them boneheads for now. That's what we'll do.
Well, Ryder it's D1, and she's not paying a cent to go to college.
Good.
So she is.
Good.
For you.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I'd go there too. Yes.
Right, we're gonna have to follow up. Now you can really run it in. Oh, that's yeah. You could. Where did Corey go to school? I don't think he did. Did he? I don't remember.
Know, actually, but
Wow, spot him 5 points and still go to a better school. Nice.
He's
Nice.
always in the gym, though. That's all I know.
What's that?
He's always in the gym. That's all I know.
Good for him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got, sir?
Do you have any rituals before a game?
I put on my sneakers and socks left to right in any sport I play, so that's really it. And then I keep my earrings in until after the captain's meeting. Kind of hectic right before the game, but I keep my jewelry on until the end.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I kind of eat the same things, listen to the same music, and our team, we like to sing some songs before the game in the locker room, and
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I just fold my warm-up jersey before we do the starting lineup.
Coach, did you guys play Bishop Fan this year?
No, not this year. We scrimmaged them.
Oh, that's why it's probably
Yeah.
not listed on here. Okay, I was curious on that.
Next season, we may face them. We're in the Comcast tournament again, and they're in our bracket.
How many teams are in the Comcast tournament?
In our bracket, there's 5, so I'm not sure how many are in there altogether. I think it's 10 boys and 10 girls teams. So that's an invite only, so it's a pretty prestigious
That's pretty
tournament.
cool.
So this is the first time that we've played, was this past year. And it was a great opportunity to play before a bigger crowd in a larger venue to get ready for the state tournament. So
Now, at any time did you, or when did your staff realize that these girls are going to be really, really bond well together? Was there a certain part in the season?
it's actually before the season even started, to tell you the truth, because I didn't really graduate any. None of the people who played significant minutes graduated. We graduated some great personalities and great players, great people in general, but I was returning my starting lineup. So that, as a coach, was pretty incredible. So, and they're good upperclassmen, so they welcomed in these younger girls. Some of them, I took 3 freshmen on the team this year, which is intimidating in itself, to come onto a state championship team as a freshman and have these people, you know, on their same team that they've been watching for when they were in middle school.
Right.
So they were really welcoming and accommodating. And then I also had some sophomores who had really just had a glimpse of what it was like to be on varsity the previous year. So, and it's going to be making my life so much, a little bit easier next year. Not having these guys is going to be hard, but knowing that the younger players have seen what it takes to get to, the success that we've had.
Now, these freshmen, I haven't had a chance to see them play. Shame on me. But they must have stuck out like a sore thumb for you to catch them and think they could compete at the varsity level.
Yeah.
What was it? Were they that? Are they that quick? Of course, I almost said, were they like they're gone?
Yeah.
They were that quick as far as what you saw? What did you guys see in them?
Well, what I look for is if you're a freshman, you're coming in, and I know that you need to be pushed a little bit more because there's so much potential there. I'd like to take them onto varsity so that they get to practice with these girls every single day. And that's where you're going to see the most growth, is what happens in practice, and because they'll see what you need to do in order to get the playing minutes that these girls get. And I think once you're around that every single day, it's only going to make you better.
Right.
So these 3 freshmen, I knew before they even came to the high school, besides one who came from another school, Alasia and Bryn Allen, I knew when they were middle school. I start watching these girls when they're very young. So I get an idea of what I'm getting far before they actually arrive in my gym. And so I knew that the potential for Alasia and Bryn was, up there with where I wanted some freshmen to be.
So I'm not surprised you don't stop. Once your season's over, you're watching summer ball,
Yeah.
right? The rec Foxborough ball or whatever AAU team that is
Yep.
devoting themselves to you. That hopefully go
Oh,
to
yeah.
go to the school. That's a lot of work. No wonder your husband was all upset at that. No, I'm like,
It's. I mean, if I wanted to do the job right, and so
Right.
14 years ago, I think, when I started it, I didn't have the reputation like an Oliver Ames had with all the banners up in the gym, and I just knew I wanted that before I left coaching at Foxborough. I wanted those banners up there. I wanted the girls to not go off to private school. I wanted them to want to be a Foxborough Warrior
right.
and play for this program. And I feel like it's gotten to that point where I don't have to put in quite as many hours looking at the 4th and 5th graders like I did when these guys were 4th and 5th grade. Because now we have the reputation that girls gravitate to want to be at the Foxborough High School.
That's great because so many decent schools that are losing their kids.
Right.
The Catholic schools, like the bigger towns like Brockton, and Brockton's carving their own
Right.
problems there. But even the smaller towns like East Bridgewater, they want to go to Severian or go to Cardinal Spellman,
Yeah.
which is what it is. But that's good that you show and I think the parents probably respect that.
Right.
Seeing you there. What's she doing? There's no
Yeah.
varsity game tonight, and there you are doing your thing. Just
Right.
I know if I was a parent, that'd mean a lot to me knowing that you were there.
And
you know.
I mean, I love it. So I'm a basketball junkie. So can't help wanting to be around it. But also the important thing is keeping the girls there. So there are so many of these private schools that will come in and want to poach the girls that
Right.
are talented. And I've been lucky that my girls who I know have been approached choose to stay at Foxborough, which it makes me proud.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take our second break. I almost scared myself there. I did scare myself for a minute. You can call in at 508-222-1320. The state champs are here. The girls basketball team from Foxborough High School. We'll be right back with them and more right after this.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Lucy from 4 Deep Sports Talk, co-hosting the show today with the D1?
D3.
D3.
They should be
All right.
D1.
They should be D1. There you go. Such an honor to have the Foxborough. What's the mascot? In fact?
Warriors.
Warriors. Okay. I knew it was something like that. I just couldn't remember. Sorry. In studio with us. So welcome back. I do have a question for the three of you, knowing that you're moving on to college. So what do you feel is your legacy leaving the underclassmen coming up into this program?
I think, the ability to, go through adversity, not every game is going to go your way and not everything's going to be perfect. I think just being able to overcome it and focus on, getting the job done and doing what you can do. I think that's something that we instill in practice, and I think that the younger girls can pick up on that. But, yeah, that's what I think.
Like Cam said, we're all working together to get one common role. So I guess I'd say everyone finding their role and where they fit in, so where they can contribute to the team to really have success. So.
Yeah, and to talk about our legacy, I think our team, our grade, the juniors below us, that those two grades have really made a legacy and a name in Foxborough for girls basketball. And people are going to look back at like the banners up in the gym and really think about the girls on the team. And Cam's going to be a big name forever. Coach is going to be a big name forever. And all these people on our team. So I feel like we've already made that statement, and no one will forget our team and the years we won these state championships.
That's awesome. So all three of you have been playing together for a long time.
Yes, since what, like third grade?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And so, Coach, I know you've scouted these girls out
did.
back then. We were talking over break how you show up at middle school games and just seek out. That's passion, and that's a lot of commitment.
Yeah, and I can remember actually watching them as fourth graders, and I think it was this season we were talking about it, and they remember me showing up in the stands, and they were super nervous that I
I'm
would
sure.
be there. But I mean, I'm friendly with Cam's father. Jeremy was the coach on the team, and his assistant coach was Izzy's father.
Oh,
So you know, I've known them as coaches since these girls were in fourth grade, and then way back then they knew these girls had potential to do big things. But it was a matter of keeping their focus. I know Erin plays soccer is her number one sport, but she's so athletic, and so they knew just keeping these girls with the basketball in their hand that there was a lot of potential there, and they were spot on.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, they definitely had potential. They had 1,935 points worth of
Right,
potential.
yeah.
That's a lot of points in a single season.
And so do all three of you play other sports? I know you play soccer.
Yes, I play soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play field hockey and tennis too.
Nice.
Nice.
I play field hockey too, and I run track.
Wow, a lot of running.
Yeah, if I remember, Coach, you're big into that multi-sport thing. You
Yes.
like to see them
Yeah.
play other sports. Of course, you want to play basketball, but, it's
Yeah.
always good to get into those other sports. And
Definitely.
I remember her saying that way back when
Mm-hmm.
to the other seniors that were here. So what did you guys work on personally as far as mechanics to get ready for this season? Is there anything that you could look back on that you wanted to get ready coming into this state championship season?
Yes, I wanted my shot to be better. I feel like I go out there and I play, and I'm like a hard worker. I am good at defense. The offensive side, not too much, but I really tried to work on that this season and make those 3-point shots or just outside the key shots. So that was my working point for this season.
Did you do the old broomstick thing where you know what I mean? They throw that in
No.
your face and you take the shots?
No, we have a shooting machine though that we use every single day.
Yeah.
That it just makes their arc have to be a certain height.
Oh, nice.
So you have so no flat shots. So it's really something I've tried to instill with the girls, with just getting those shots in every single practice.
I guess the broomstick would kind of throw you off because you don't know what height it's going to
This
be.
is true. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the idea is Coach will say, the
Yeah.
idea is to put a defender in your face
Yeah.
and you take the shot knowing where you are, but trying to hit it every time.
Yeah, and one of the juniors, Kaylee Sullivan, she's our go-to 3-point scorer. And every time before a game at practices, like we take about 5 shots each, and we'll make 3 out of the 5. When we make 3 in a row, we stop, but outside the 3-point line, and my hand will be up in her face, and then we'll switch. So
Nice.
that's right before every game we do that. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Our center was out for the majority of the season, so I knew in the off season that I needed to get stronger to be able to defend and compete with a lot of the 5s that I'd be guarding in the center. So just getting stronger, I guess. Yeah.
Nice. Was it more just body strength, like upper strength or legs?
A little bit of everything. I feel like some of the girls are really tall and a lot bigger than me, so I knew I had to be able to compete somehow. So.
Speed and stuff, right?
And
Yeah.
she did.
Mhm.
She's
Awesome.
probably one of the strongest people that you'll ever see on the court. She works hard.
That's
she
awesome.
put in the time.
I think my shooting and my mid range. I think because it wasn't really a secret that I would like to drive, so I think just doing things like when they try to stop me from driving, and I could have other options.
Nice. All right, we have another call. You're next on 40 Sports Talk with the Massachusetts Girls State Champions, and I just hit the button. I'll hit it again. Sorry about that. Hi, you're next on 40 Sports Talk with the State Champions. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do you have a question for the girls?
Yes.
She's pressing the button as she's talking to us. What's your question, young lady?
I was just wondering how you created a.
I think she's ordering Domino's. All I hear is a beep. Say that again. I'm sorry. It's hard to hear you because someone's beeping on your phone, like someone's dialing. Oh, she hung up. I think
Recognize the voice?
Did you guys recognize the voice?
It kind of sounded like Maddie.
It kind of did, but I don't
Well, if it is you, Maddie, call back. 508-222-1320. I am so sorry. It sounded like she was like, I was thinking like she was like ordering a pizza and pressing the buttons. You know, like, I beep, have a quick beep, when a quick beep. I'm like, and I didn't mean that. I hope I didn't scare up the phone. Now I feel bad. That and picking on the old school she was not going to go to. I feel bad about that, too. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Call in, 508-222-1320. I'm sorry about that. Would love to hear from you. And so how many points did she average? Do you remember off the top of
Just under 20.
Just under 20, and she was consistent?
Mm-hmm.
Not, well, she had to be consistent. She
Yep.
went to going to a Division I school. I can't believe I said that. I
Yeah, she
apologize.
scored her 1,000th point against, say that word, that's a hard word to say.
It is.
Against Stoughton, and she had 45 points that night in order to get her
Wow.
1,000 points.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, from help with help.
I
but-
know. So there's a story behind it. So we knew she was coming up very quickly on her 1,000 points. We were playing Stoughton at the end of a week, and the following game, her mom was going to be traveling, and so the team in general kind of knew that it would be great if she could get that honor in front of her mom,
Oh, yeah.
who's been one of her biggest supporters, obviously. So and I think she had 10 points left to go with like 4 minutes left in the game, and I at that point had said it's probably not going to happen. We tried, and I put Erin in, and I'm like, Erin, just get her the ball, and Erin got her the ball. And she was able to get that 1,000 points, scoring 45, which I felt awful because I hadn't let Stoughton know that this was a potential happening, because I didn't want to say, she needs 45 points, might get it tonight, because that seems like a little bit cocky. So I also didn't tell the referees. So when she did hit that that shot, of course, Cam style, she had to make it a 3-point shot in order to get 1,001 points.
Right.
Didn't make it easy on herself. But the team, cleared the bench, and I had not called a timeout. I had called nothing, and they just stormed the floor, and it was
They didn't tee you up, did they?
no. I
okay.
was ready for it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll take it. But
Right.
but it was pretty. It was special.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you know how some of them refs can be. No offense, being an ex-ref myself.
Yeah.
Oh, we know how the rest can be. We've had some tough refs.
Oh yeah.
Right. Right. So, Cam, what did you personally distill on the young underclassmen? What was your big thing you tried to do? You might have mentioned it before. Maybe I didn't direct the question the right way. I apologize.
No, it's okay. What did I instill? I think just working through it. Like, you're not going to be on target every game, and you might not make all your shots, but you can always fall back on the defense, and I think that's what we do as a collective team, is like always focus on defense, always focus on rebounding, because there's always ways you can help the game, and I think we all as captains instilled that on the younger girls, and they were able to pick up on that really easily, which made it easier for us as a team.
Right. I'm thinking about her 1,001 point. And no matter what time of team you had, Coach, you always adjusted to whatever was thrown at you. So, Erin, you came in the game, which means they probably went away from zone, went to man, because you have another very good senior player, which gave her the chance to shoot the ball, something like that, right? I'm picturing this in my head.
I
as
think
it's going on, something
I
like
don't
that.
even remember. They were going in between man and zone. We were up by a lot of points at that point.
Right.
So, but I think we just knew that we had to get the ball into her hands so that she could have the opportunity to get those shots off. So I think Erin had a couple steals in there, and then Cam they've known each other, like I said, for so long that they would find each other on the court instinctively. So I think Erin would find a steal, get a steal. Cam was already down the wing, looking for the ball. So it's just everything just fell into place.
Was that at the BR game or the Oliver Ames game?
That was actually Stoughton.
Oh, Stoughton. Oh, she did
Yeah.
way before the playoffs.
Oh, way before the playoffs.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
I could just picture that coach.
And I felt
Another
awful,
All-Stars
yeah.
coming on the field. What am I going to do now? There comes another.
And they
Texas
probably were
State
like, why
All-Star.
is she keeping her on the court? Because
Yeah.
Right.
as these girls knew, and you can probably look at our scores and think like I must have kept my starters in for 4 quarters, and that was never the case. And so they knew after 3 quarters, even if they made it to that end of the 3rd quarter, they weren't playing in the 4th quarter.
That's what I was going to say.
So,
Knowing you would have
yeah.
you would have yanked them. If they're up by 20 at the half, I could just picture you saying to the girls, enjoy the last 5 minutes,
Yeah.
maybe 4. That's all you're going to
And
get.
they would know that. Actually, I can't remember which game it was, but I think it was in the playoffs. We were up by a lot. And I said to the girls, like, all right, I don't even know if I should start you guys in the third quarter. And they're like, just start us and just pull us because we just want to play in the third quarter together. But they're not going out there trying to beat up on teams. They just wanted to compete and, get some minutes in together.
Well, we talked about the schedule a little bit. You cannot pick the teams. Whoever the AD makes for a schedule, you just have to attack it.
Right.
And you can see that you girls were all gelling, and unfortunately, the other teams were unprepared. Either they didn't play zone right, they didn't take you guys serious enough, and the coach will tell you, players weren't hitting their shots, and they were intimidated. And that happens a lot when you see a good team come in. You're just watching you guys warm up. They probably could have been intimidated. There's so many different factors, but again, I was totally impressed when I had a chance to call you to get you guys in. So we are going to take our last break. You can call in. What was her name again that hung up on me?
We think it was Maddie.
Maddie, please call in 508-222-1320. Again, the state champs are here from Foxborough High School with the girls basketball team. We'll be back with them to finish up this hour right after this.
All right, and I got a scooter.
Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station. 1320 AM WARA and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We have the Massachusetts Division III girls basketball state champions as they educate us on how their season went down. Coach Downs had to leave. She might prank call us for you when she wants to call right now. I'm only kidding. I've known Coach Downs for a while. She's a great, great person, nice person. She cares. And I thought that was really cool when she said she goes to these, rec games and stuff. Because you really don't see that. Because being an ex-football coach, and I go to my nephew's games, my great-nephew's games, and they're playing organized football, I'm like, how come the coach ain't going? I mean, I know they're small, but, it's supposed to be your future program, and you don't really see that. At least I don't. I don't know. I mean, you guys did. She showed up at your games. But now, who else are we leaving? Before we get off the air, can we please go over the rest of the roster? Can you guys, so we can make sure we get the shout-outs so you guys won't get yelled at school that they weren't mentioned?
I'll shout out Kaylee Sullivan, juniors. Kaylee Sullivan.
The whole team, the whole roster, the championship roster.
Juniors.
Sophomores.
Yeah, so I'll shout out Kaylee Sullivan, Addie Reuter, Eva Hill.
Okay.
Yep.
Adriana. Oh my God, Perazzo. I have trouble remembering last names sometimes. Kylie Sampson, Reese Hassman, Keegan McGuire, and Camilla Burton.
There you go.
And the freshmen, Alasia Drummond, Bryn Allen, and Naomi
Aguasivas.
I wouldn't be able to say. That's a tough name.
Good job.
Yeah.
That
And
sounds
also
Greek.
Mackenzie Burton.
Yes.
She was injured, but she's also a senior on our team. So
Now, what about the coaches? But of course, obviously, Coach Downs. Anyone
yeah.
else?
Brian Brown.
Ryan Brown.
And Ashley Sampson.
Yes.
That's all of them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, how about your trainer?
Who?
Your trainer, when you get hurt,
Christine?
Yeah,
Christine.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a girl in the medical
And Haley
bag that
Knowles.
used to help
Yeah.
you out, but you guys
Yes.
didn't, probably didn't see her a lot because you guys were busy with the
Yeah.
basketball games.
Yeah.
Were there any injuries, during
She
this?
had a weird one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Medical mystery.
Her knee
Yeah.
locked up and she couldn't bend her knee. But you were back what? Like
I was
a week
back
and a
a week
half.
later, yeah.
No, a week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what was that diagnosis?
No clue.
Yeah.
Still don't know.
Wow.
Did your knee
Oh
like
no,
pop
there's
out?
a little tear in my patellar tendon, but it's nothing.
But your knee kind of popped out?
Something happened. I have no clue.
Yeah. It was
Wow.
Really?
really weird.
Yeah.
And then one of the sophomores, Keegan McGuire,
Yeah.
she actually tore her ACL
Oh,
this
I know
season.
what that's like.
Yeah. And Mackenzie Burton, the other senior, she had torn her ACL last season, and then she re-tore it. So
Oh.
Against Bishop Fian.
against
too.
Bishop, and it was a scrimmage. So
Yeah, that's
it was
right.
like one of the practices.
Yeah, before the regular season
Yeah,
started.
she
Yeah.
just got cleared like 2 months ago, and she's been playing tennis. So we're
Mhm.
proud of her for
Yeah.
recovering.
Yeah.
So.
Come back into
Oh,
it.
that's
Mhm.
I had ACL years ago. That's terrible. That's a tough one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and then Addie Reuter, she
Yeah.
had
Oh yeah. She
surgery.
And everything in her knee.
Everything
Yeah.
last summer. One of the last AAU games, she did something with her knee, and she had to get surgery.
Dislocation.
Dislocation. She had to get surgery. She was just back. What?
In time for playoffs.
Just in time
Yeah.
for playoffs, maybe January, late January.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it for injuries, but still a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot
That is a
actually.
lot. So my next question, personally, for you three girls, when you were looking at the schedule, who did you want to say in the back of your mind, okay, we are a decent team? Was there someone on the schedule that you wanted to
Yeah.
set it by, that you thought personally, well, if we can get by them, if we can compete, we are really what we are?
I mean, like, from the beginning, there's always teams that you kind of just want to go after, and like those like rivalries between towns. But I think Oliver Ames was like the team that we're in good standing if we can like kind of show them up and put up again a good game against them.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with Cam. Really, Oliver Ames.
I also agree, Olive Rames. We've been battling them since our 4th grade years, like going back and forth. They've been the team to beat. We've been the team to beat back and forth through the years. So last season we blew them out one game, and then they had only held us to, I think it was an 8-point win. So this season we wanted to prove to them again. They were pretty cocky when they tried to play us this season, and then we just blew them out again. So
Yeah,
it was just something to prove with them this year too.
Put 'em in their place. There
Yes.
you go. Right.
right. Beat them by 10 on the 26th of January, and then really smudged in their
Yes.
face by 24 on the 16th of February.
Wow.
Wow. Well, I know Coach Holbrook isn't there anymore, and she's like Coach Downs. I know Coach Downs looks up to Coach Holbrook, as because she's been doing it forever. And pretty soon, Coach Lisa Downs, she's going to have those 700 wins. I don't know how many she has now, but God knows she's probably getting closer and closer. She's got to be up there. I know
Yeah.
she's up there. But so let me see what else I was going to ask you. Talked a little bit about the winning percentage. You talked about, and I'm not going to pick on those other schools. I just want to rub it in their face. But I don't want her to be the middle person saying, "Oh, you told that radio host about your school we didn't want." Blah blah blah. It's just I just hate the ignorancy of it when we have a good student like this, and for whatever stupid reason, you don't. You know what I mean? Like you're going to on a soccer scholarship,
Yes.
right? And
To where?
I'm playing at Stonehill, staying close.
yeah, so she's
Ah,
Division
nice.
1 too.
Wow.
Yeah, Stonehill's Division
Wow.
1. This is their 3rd year.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
She's going to be playing, well, both of you guys are going to be playing top of the talent, and whatever, soccer and basketball. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And is he?
Yeah, I'm not playing any sports in college.
Izzy wanted to
Okay.
take it easy on everybody.
Yes.
Good for you. Where are
Maybe
you going though?
I'm going to College of Charleston.
Nice.
Nice. What are you majoring in?
Chemistry,
Whew,
Nice.
Baby.
Yes.
What type of chemistry? Just
just in general
in
chemistry.
general, so
yeah.
you could work at a chemical refinery. You could do all that stuff.
Yeah.
I did that before. It's a little overrated. Oh, well, that's funny. So, how many seniors we losing? I know Coach told me before, and I should have wrote it down. How many seniors we losing besides you guys?
Just one other,
yeah.
Mackenzie.
Okay, Mackenzie, and how many juniors?
3, right?
There's
3.
3 juniors. Yeah.
Oh, so they're gonna be pretty strong again next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. So what do you think? What do you think works for you guys offensively? Was it the fast break? Was it the way you guys used to set up basic, setting up from the wing to take the shot, or what was it you think that made this team click offensively?
I think it was definitely the fast breaks. We had some games this season where we would fast break all game long and we wouldn't even have to set up a play. So that's where you run the ball. We are very good at that, and we don't get tired. We make the subs when we need to, but
Right.
we really don't. So I feel like just the fast break is our go-to.
Yeah.
It's our top. It's our top offense.
Coach keeps us in shape, so we really
Yes.
capitalize on our fast breaking.
A lot of cardio, right, Cam?
Yeah, and I also we had a lot of plays, but a lot of them had like a lot of options. So like if something didn't work, it was always like something else coming out of it.
What do you think your biggest weakness was that teams tried to take advantage of?
Fouls. I think that was it.
Yeah,
Like they tried to get charges on us, a lot of charge calls.
Okay.
Yeah, just like I think it was more mental than like anything physical. Like they were just trying to get us to check out of the game, but I think we had a lot of will.
Yeah.
You know?
When you're playing a team as good as you try to get them in foul trouble.
Yeah.
I know I would. Oh my God, I tried to get all you guys out of the game. You know what I mean? Try to do
Yeah.
something, but normally that would backfire when I was coaching.
Yeah.
508-822-1106. We got about 4 minutes left. This is what's going to happen. We're going to have a minute left, and this phone thing's on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna
of course.
start
It'll blow
smoking.
up.
Right? Stop blowing up, smoking all over 3 lines on going at one time. Oh my God! So who do you want to shout out to? Anybody want to shout out to your parents, your brother, your aunts, your uncles? Anyone you want to say thank you to for supporting you through this great season?
Part of the student body.
Yeah,
The student
honestly.
body was the past 2, especially last year. We had a couple games that they would really, really show out, and this year too they really showed out. So I think the part of the student body that would always show and support us was like that's it. Gotta shout them out.
And shout out to the parents, because every single game, if we didn't have
I was
fans,
gonna
and
say,
yeah, people would go to the boys' games. We didn't have much fans throughout like the regular season games. Every single parent would be there every game, and
Yeah.
some even like some townies just showing up, and we loved the support. But the parents showed up every single game they could.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with them. Also, just our coaching staff for putting in all like the time and effort. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they almost ruined Christmas by not mentioning their parents. That would have messed up Christmas big time.
And Alicia's uncle.
Alicia's uncle,
She's
yeah.
a freshman. Her uncle would show up and like shout for us in like
loudest
the
in
front
the
row.
stands. Yeah.
Did you guys have the
That's so cool.
cowbell thing going on?
definitely sometimes,
Sometimes.
probably.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. That's a lot of cowbell
That's
rings
great.
when they score.
Community support is so important.
It really
you
is.
know? Plus, that hypes you up during
Yeah.
the
Yes.
game,
Yeah.
and
Definitely.
and the band. You have the band behind you.
We
No.
don't. No.
Oh man,
They
Yeah.
they focus on football.
They
the
do.
band, because it's
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
loud indoors. But
Yep.
Speaking of the football team, did they support you guys? You guys obviously went to Sullivan Stadium. I can't believe I said that. Gillette
Gillette.
Stadium when they won it at
Yeah.
home, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Were they there for you guys?
there's a big picture of the football boys behind Cam in the stands. They wrote "I Heart Cam" on their shirts and stomachs and
nice.
stuff. But they're real big supporters of us, just like we
Yeah.
are of them. So
Mhm.
yes, they are.
That is cool. We had to pick on them because I had to make sure they
Oh,
support
of
the
course.
girls.
Of course.
Right. We're going to try to get them in
It's
studio.
like that for every
soon.
school, though. I think.
Right. It
Yeah.
is. It is right. It is. They should. All right. I'm going to say this one more time before we get off the air. 508 222-1320 if you want to call in and talk to these girls. We have about just a minute left. Anything come to mind that we want to get out? Do we have any fundraisers? Do you guys do fundraisers and anything like that? I should ask Coach that.
We did a bunch of fundraisers while we went to Florida.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
we're all fundraisered out.
Yes,
Do you think they're going to try to do that again? That was a good experience, obviously,
it
right?
was a very good experience. We played tough teams. I don't know if we get invited back, they definitely go again. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure
Mhm.
how that will work.
Takes a lot of
Yeah.
planning and preparation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There's
But
an- I think I know Whitman Hanson, they do that. I don't know how they do it, but they're always going down
Yeah.
there. Both.
Yeah.
And I thought when you guys went down, I thought it would be cool. You get to see the tougher competition.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It helped us when we went into the season. It felt much smoother.
So, what are you guys gonna miss the most when you go on?
I think winning. Like I think our team is so successful that it's just winning every game, having fun as a team, like all the extra activities that come along with basketball, just the team chemistry and the girls on the team. That's what I'll miss.
Yeah, I agree with Erin. The girls on the team, I think we all had so much fun throughout the season. We took it so seriously, but it was fun while we did it, and just the life lessons we've learned and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the same as them and like the community and being
10
close to
seconds.
home. So yeah.
All right, girls, real fast before we go, we want to thank you. Congratulations. We congratulate you. The station congratulates you. We will catch you next time.